Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about estimation of citric acid by titration method. So the aim is to estimate the amount of citric acid in the fermented medium. So what is the principle behind? The experiment is based on the acid-base titration. So we are going with titration method to estimate our citric acid in the medium. So fermented medium filtrate was treated and titrated against 0.1 in NaOH by using phenolphthalein as an indicator. So endpoint is noticed by the generation of pink color in the filtrate. So let's see what are the materials required for our experiment. We need fermented medium filtrate. After that we need zero point 0.1 in NaOH which is present in the burette, and then we need phenolphthalein indicator, and we need burette, we need pipettes, we need conical flasks. Then coming to the fermentation medium preparation, because for fermentation we need to prepare the media. So what is the media composition is sucrose 14 grams, ammonium nitrate 2.23 grams, dipotassium hydrogen phosphate 19 grams, magnesium sulfate 0.23 grams, distilled water 1000 ml, and pH should be maintained at 6.7. And see here, these are the pictures of Aspergillus niger. So we are going to ferment the media. No? For fermentation, here we are adding the fungal culture. What is the fungal culture we are using here is Aspergillus niger. And here we are all aware that fungi reproduction can be done by asexual mode also. So here spores can be added to the fermentation flasks where the media is already added. Then we leave it for the fermentation process for 5 to 6 days. After that we will take the filtrate with the help of the filter paper where we can get the filtrate. So fermentation medium containing Aspergillus niger was carefully filtered and was carefully gone through the filter paper. Then 10 ml of the filtrate was pipetted out into the conical flask. So whatever the filtrate we got, from that total filtrate we need to take 10 ml into the new conical flask. And then to do this 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein indicator will be added. So this is the thing where we can able to check the color change in the medium filtrate. So the mixture is titrated against 0.1 in NaOH solution taken in the burette until pale pink color develops permanently in our filtrate. So end point in the burette is noted for the calculation. So we are doing the titration with the help of 0.1 in NaOH. So whenever we titrate, we'll get pale pink color. So that is the end point we notice. Then, so here I am explaining you about an observation table. So here you can notice that we have number. We have number is what means how many times we are repeating the experiment, initial burette reading, final burette reading, and volume of NaOH consumed. So here first time the initial burette reading will be put on 0, and then whenever the titration has done it has gone to 15.5, and then volume of NaOH consumed is 15.5, and then at the second time 0, and initial burette reading is 0. Then we will see the final burette reading after the titration is done. So it is 15.5 again, and volume of NaOH consumed is again 15.5. And here see there is some calculation regarding that. So as we have seen in the before slide, here we have before slide we have 15.5 is the burette reading, no? So keep it in mind that thing. And see here one formula is there, that is N1V1 citric acid is equals to N2V2 NaOH. So here if you want to calculate the N of citric acid, that is how much amount of citric acid is there, we have to substitute our values here. So whatever the values we got, after that we'll get N of the citric acid, and with the help of that we can calculate the percentage of citric acid. For the calculation of citric acid percentage in the whole medium, our formula is N of citric acid multiplied by equivalent weight and multiplied by 100. So this equivalent weight is also again citric acid equivalent weight, which is divided by total volume of the filtrate. So whenever you substitute all the values here, you will get the percentage of the citric acid in the given sample. So I'll give an explanation with the help of some readings. So here first, what is N1? We need to know it. That is nothing but N of the citric acid. And V1 is 10. That means when we are taking the filtrate into the conical flask for titration, we are taking 10 ml, no? So that is the V1. Then initial burette reading, we are maintaining 0.1. Then the volume of the NaOH we have consumed is 15.5. So calculation N2 into V2 divided by V1. So that equals to 0.155, that is nothing but N of the citric acid. And now we got N of the citric acid. With the help of this N of citric acid, we will substitute in our formula. So what is the formula? Percentage of citric acid is equals to N of citric acid into equivalent weight of citric acid into 100, then divided by total volume of the filtrate. So here for our experiment I have maintained 64 is the equivalent weight of the aspergillus, that is citric acid which is done by the aspergillus. So percentage of citric acid is equals to 0.155 into 64 into 100 divided by 1000. So our calculation is 0.992%. So percentage of citric acid in the filtrate is 0.992%. So this is how we can estimate our citric acid in the given filtrate or in the total medium, whatever the fermented medium. So this is an easy experimental procedure for the estimation of what amount of percentage of citric acid is present in the filtrate. Thank you.